This video is to show how to find the assessments for Savvas, Realize, Envision. All right, so I'm logged in as a fourth grade teacher. I'm looking at all my fourth grade tools, and this looks like a table of contents on the left. Everything at the top I can look through real quickly, but I don't really need that for this purpose. I'm going to go all the way down to where my topics are listed, topic 1, 2, and so on. So everything I'm going to need to start school is in topic 1. And once I'm there, you're going to see once again a bunch of resources at the top that we can just skip for now. And then every lesson is assigned a second number. So this is my first lesson, my second lesson, my third lesson. If I go in here, I've got everything for the first day, here's the second day, and so on. If I keep scrolling down, and it might take a second, but all the way down to the bottom, I see my end of topic, which has some of the activities from the book, the performance task, which is like a test but performance-based, and then the assessments. I can go to online assessments, and that is not printer friendly, but that is an online assessment I can give to my students to take. I need to first establish my class and send it to them. But right away, one thing that you do not, students do not have access to, but you do, is the assessment. So I'm going to go to the official assessment. You'll see in their book they have a practice assessment, but I want the official assessment, which is black and white. Once I click on that, I'm going to click on assessment again. And then here is where I would click on it. I could print it. I want to show you some other things here, different options. If you click on the 3 bars first and go to Teacher Resources, then I have the options of printing out an answer key. So if I click on that, it gives me an answer key. If I click on this, it gives me an, as it says, editable assessment, where I can look at the actual assessment, but I can move stuff around. I can delete problems if I think they're too tough. Let's say I want to get a good gauge of how my students are doing. I could give them an editable assessment and change some numbers, change the story. I often do that if I think my students need more of a review before we take the actual test. But before you take the actual test, there's a number of things they can do. They can, you can assign them the online assessment. You can give them the practice assessment in the book. They definitely should do the reteach in the book, because the left side tells them how to do it and the right side lets them give a chance to do it. Okay, so I'm ready to print out the assessment for my class or for my whole grade if I want. And I'm going to click on topic 1 assessment. There it is. And I just click on it and it's going to open up, and there it is. Now I can download it to my computer or my Chromebook at school. I can print it right now at home or at school, and you can see it here. This first assessment of the year is only 2 pages long. This is the actual assessment. You will notice that each problem, let's say number 5, will look very similar to number 5 in their practice assessment in their book. Each question is a one-to-one correlation in terms of what they're asking. They're different questions, but they're very similar. So if your students took the practice assessment in their book at school and did well, they should do really well on this one too.